Hi, it's me again, and things seem to be getting pretty desperate at BBC at the minute, don't they? The amount of stuff they're putting out to try and defend their position for their funding model of 3.2 billion quid a year. They're really pushing forward with it. There's loads of stories coming out. But then you get things from the other side of the fence, don't you? Like this headline. Have a look at this. BBC bosses say it's not their fault broadcaster is out of touch. Execs scramble to pass buck. Now, obviously, this is in the Express, and that's a clickbaity title, because they know people only read the titles and they don't read the article. But this is me. I read the article. So let's see what it's all about. Director of Policy at the BBC, Claire Sumner, told a parliamentary committee that a more fit-for-purpose model of regulation was necessary in the age of US streaming giants. She criticised Ofcom for having dithered on letting the BBC extend how long TV programmes remained on iPlayer from 30 days to 12 months in 2019. I've been reading a few stories lately where it seems like the BBC see their future as a global streaming giant, not just a UK broadcaster. They see themselves global, taking on the likes of Disney Plus and Discovery Plus. Will we see a BBC Plus in a few years' time, spreading out to the world? Because I've got a few stories here lined up that I'm going to talk about in different videos, and it does seem that that's the direction they really want to go. And this was part of it, because I thought that was ridiculous as well, that Ofcom only allowed stuff on the BBC, like if it had just been shown on BBC One, it was only allowed to be on iPlayer for 30 days. How ridiculous is that? How ridiculous is that? Now they're allowed to hold it for 12 months, but then it has to come off iPlayer. Unless they've shown it on the TV again, then they get another 12 months. But it doesn't make any sense, does it? They paid money, your money, hopefully not your money, but TV licence fee money to make those shows, or buy them from BBC Studios and some backhanded deal. But, those shows have been paid for to be watched by you. And after 12 months, it's gone off iPlayer. How does that make any sense at all? They should be allowed to have their whole archive on there. How are they ever going to move forward? How are they going to make iPlayer much bigger if they have to keep knocking stuff off after 12 months? They should be allowed to have their whole back catalogue from when the BBC started on iPlayer, surely, right? That's the point. In a dynamic marketplace where Netflix, Amazon and others are changing almost by the second, I think it's taking too long at the moment. I think we should look at it much more as a dynamic global marketplace. That's actually what we're competing in, but with a different kind of construct in a way. So that's what she's talking about. She's talking about competing with Netflix, Amazon and others in a global marketplace. The BBC see their future as a global streaming giant. Is that a good thing? Probably, if it gets rid of the licence fee. I don't care what the BBC do. I still probably wouldn't subscribe to it. I don't see why I would need to. I've got enough subscriptions anyway. But that's where the BBC see themselves going forward. And I do think they will get some government funding if this happens, to keep BBC News being broadcast and keep BBC News alive, because the government loves them some BBC News, don't they? So it's interesting times that we're in at the minute. We're sort of starting up the mountain of change, aren't we? We're just at base camp, and 2027 will be the peak where we know what's going to happen. But it's going all different ways, and at the minute I see it as they're going to go full streaming and just keep BBC One and BBC News being broadcast, maybe with some kind of government grant or funding or commercials maybe. Or it's going to become a mandated tax that goes on like your pay slip or something as a media tax, and that's how it will be funded. But I think the licence fee as we know it is coming to an end in 2027. The more I read, the more I look at it, the more that's what I think. So what do you think about this then? Do you see them moving towards being a global streaming giant? Or do you think it's going to go tax? Or do you think we're going to keep the licence fee as we know it? It's interesting at the moment. It's interesting. No one knows which way it's going to go, and there's a lot of debate on either side. It is an interesting time to be talking about the BBC and the licence fee, isn't it? So let me know what you think about it all down in the comments below. And as always, thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, because if you do that, hopefully, very hopefully, I'll get to see you in another video again soon when I... Ta-da.